Hey guys.
Wow.
Check it out.
Check that.
Okay, what type of
Can't
icing am
wait
I
to see
talking
Monster
about?
live.
All right, guys, tonight is going to be ice therapy. I started doing this probably 20 plus years ago. We'd have crazy long practices in Baton Rouge with Robert Red and Craig Touye, and your arms would be completely trashed. But they'd have so many guys arm wrestling that you wouldn't want to sit there and watch everybody arm wrestle. So you go fill a sink full of ice, you throw your arm in it, about 20 minutes, pull that sucker out. First 5 minutes are excruciating until your arm goes numb. You pull that sucker out, you dry it off, you deep rub it with some icy hot or whatever cream you got, wrap it up real tight. 15 minutes later, you got a new arm. So that's the plan. But if you guys are new to this channel, click the bell, subscribe. What else was I gonna say? She gave me a whole script. I don't remember now.
Hey, Frozen. So click that bell. Be sure that you hit subscribe and share, guys. Share to your friends. Let them know that we are here to stay. We're not going anywhere, and we are loving the interaction on this channel. So please go ahead and hit us up with any topics that you want us to discuss. It might be yours next, and we're going to start giving some shout outs. How's everything going, guys?
Man,
good.
We're about to find out.
Yeah.
When I dump this arm in this ice, it's going to be bad.
Okay, so if y'all are just tuning in, it's ice therapy for the monster. He's already been to physical therapy today. Are we going to be at Sugar Creek Casino in July?
Oh, in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Okay, possibly. We're going to celebrate our anniversary at some point. 4th of July will be our 5-year anniversary. We're either going to go the 1st or the 8th in Vegas for anniversary, or I'm going to be a part of, supposed to be on the card 504, so that's in LA, so we may go after that. If you do that, we'll end up missing Sugar Creek. So it just depends. But we definitely may be there. It was a cool event last year. I enjoyed it. They gave away some cool trophies and an overall jacket.
Next match is going to be announced any day now. They said around the 10th, guys. So
the 10th is what they said. Okay. You do 15 minutes of ice. Bam. All right. Oh, shit.
I'm going to show you
I forgot how bad this is.
He is actually burying that.
And I also have a big ice, what's it called?
There's a huge freeze pack underneath his arm, right? And so he's got it buried way up his tricep there.
Yeah, I get to look at the camera.
And
right,
so it's not a lot of fun. It's not a lot of fun at all.
From Finland.
From Finland.
Dude, we need to come to Finland.
Right. Ice baths and cold showers for the win. Absolutely.
I love cold showers, so I like finishing with a cold shower.
Yeah.
But,
so I don't know if y'all have ever met the youngest monster, my son. Hey, step in here just a second, son. My son's here. He's making some pizza over here behind us. Peek your head
Sweden,
in,
awesome. We enjoyed Sweden a lot. Okay,
So
so Ryan, little story on Ryan,
Yeah.
is started arm wrestling. First competition, what was it?
2014.
2014. 2015, he won the Unified Youth National Championships. 2016, Open 121 right and left. 2017, AAA 132 right and left. 2018, Unified.
Okay.
Sorry, I can't, honey. My glasses. Pro-Am right and left. So he's won 7 national titles, every weight class, 21, 32, and 43. So he's definitely a bad dude.
Super proud of him. He's probably weighing about 140 right now, son. Is that right?
145?
Yeah, well, I'm 145, like, with boots and all my stuff in my pocket.
Oh, so 139.
But he pulls up to 154s. The monster.
Houston, Texas.
Hello from Houston,
What's up?
Texas. Hey. So I just wanted you to see him because he has done this ice bath a number of times.
Stronger left-handed.
Michael, Ryan, definitely stronger left-handed. Love the King's move, love the monster, Michael Todd. Hey, when are you coming back to Los Angeles? Looks like
This year at 5:04, I believe. Hey, honey, can you drop that down some? It's hurting my neck to raise up.
Let me drop this down, guys.
All right.
So that we can pop in here. The monster is here to stay. He's going to keep the hammer for years.
That's the plan, man. I got a difficult year this year, but if I can do it for a 3rd year in a row.
Middle East, hey, checking
sweet.
in.
That's awesome. Mexico.
Awesome.
Who's Monster Michael? What's up, Pete Wabuda?
Pete Wabuda?
What the hell are you doing?
Really? Go away, dude. Go
now,
away.
Pete was a bad dude back in the day.
Absolutely.
I bragged on that dude all kinds of times.
Absolutely. So Michael has already been to physical therapy today, and we actually took a lot of video there, and we'll be uploading that one after I do some editing. Are y'all enjoying my editing? Let me know in the comments, okay?
She's not going to let me shave the beard.
No, it's not going to happen. Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah. So are y'all enjoying the edited videos?
Oh, this is so bad.
Of course, we can't do those with lives, right? And when will Michael and all of you go to Australia? Man, as soon as we get invited.
The next invite we get to Australia, we're going.
We are so going. My editing's amazing.
There you
Thanks,
go.
guys. Thank you.
Give her those props. She's kicking ass.
Thank you so much. But let me know in this feed what you want our next topics to be going up live. I told you we've already got a few in the works that just have to go through editing, and then I'll be putting those out. But we've got a few topics that we've been discussing. We're not going to give them all away, but just some of those.
We got some good stuff coming for sure.
How about the monster's opinion, as well as the youngest monster's opinion on who the top 5 of all time is? Now you tell me, who should that top 5 of all time be? I don't want the names. I want to know, should it be the people that could go and win at any point in time, or are we talking about of their era? Because if you think about it, let's talk about Babe Ruth. Obviously one of the top people of all time, right? But could he beat those that are in the sport now? Or Mary Lou Retton, obviously one of the top gymnasts of all time, but she probably wouldn't even qualify for the Olympic team, maybe not even the national team now, just because the level has come up that much. So who do you think would do against?
How do you think he would do against 2004 Vavoda?
I like Alexi a lot. He's a very nice guy.
Okay.
He would not stand a chance right now. It would be bad.
Okay, different monster, different.
Hell, I didn't pull him in
Alexi.
04. I pulled him in 07. And 07 was the strongest version. You guys don't know. They sandbagged me, told me he was 110 kilos. He showed up at 125 kilos and doing a human flag at 275 pounds.
Fantasizing of a super match with Vitaly, where you put
that's a bad
halt
dude.
to his top row. That's a bad
That's a
dude,
bad dude.
right? I mean, you're talking about long levers and he top rolls, okay? Prime Brezink versus you right now. What do you think? Okay, guys, we actually have that video coming up, and we're going to discuss the Monster Michael Todd, John Brezink issue.
UL8.
Okay.
Yeah, we got some stuff coming. It's good. We're probably going to shoot it tomorrow, edit it, and what have it Thursday.
Okay, earlier videos were from my smartphone. Now they are from my iPad Pro. It's on 4K. It's much better quality because we can actually watch that on our 70-inch TV
75.
upstairs, 75-inch TV upstairs, and it's coming through much clearer. So we've also just recently got a mic. I'm sorry, we are not mic'd yet on this live feed, and so you're having to deal with the echo, and I'm sorry about that. But yeah. As we're getting better, we're going to be updating that equipment. What ideas do you have, guys, on good cameras? Okay,
You think the match would have came out different had Devin taken more time between rounds? I don't think they're asking me that. I think they're telling me they would have. I don't think so, because I think his arm would have continued to pump for those other 60 seconds. It was a great strategy to get him back up there, but it's because I knew that my endurance and my recovery was there. Training with the BFRs helps me out so much. So yeah, I don't think it would have been any different. Now,
yeah, he did gas Devin bad, but also Michael
Scott Norton was a bad dude.
Yeah, Michael knew.
But I don't think he lasted long enough in the air. Go ahead.
Okay.
Bad dude though.
Yeah, Michael knew in the first round, basically, right, that the match was going to be yours.
I felt
or the
that.
win was yours to lose.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I had everything I needed to win. I just had a couple
Let
different
her talk, haha. See?
My bad.
Y'all, he talks over me.
She's
all
so
the
mean to me.
time. But I gotta tell y'all, he's really not the monster in this relationship.
Yeah, just ask Ron. She's over here bossing me around before the video and all kinds of stuff.
Who wins, Dennis versus Levin? I would love to see that match.
A healthy Dennis versus
What's your
Levin.
opinion?
I think until proven. Okay, Dennis is a bad dude, but Levin is scary.
Come on over here, Ron.
What do you got, Ron?
What do you think? Dennis versus Levin.
Oh man. I gotta go with Levin.
I just think Levin's a bad dude. Someone asked if my shortened range of motion affects me in daily life. Well, obviously I can't shave. But no, I mean, I don't notice it because I'm so used to it. But yeah, I mean, like I can't do a push-up because my hand and everything won't get into push-up position. All I can do is on my knuckles. But I don't know. I can't see anything else because I'm leaned over so much.
It's annoying that Dennis is hurt. Feels like Vavoda all over again. Oops, hang on a second, guys. And make sure this is charging.
Oh.
Here, just go ahead and chat real quick.
Honey, I can't right now.
Oh, you hurting too much? Ron, field some questions while I go get my different charger real quick.
Dennis right now, but not much for long. Dennis is a bad dude. I mean, Dennis is a super strong guy, but Levin right now, think about that. He hasn't lost a pin in over 2 years.
Knowing what you know regarding training and injuries, would you have trained differently in the early years?
I'm going to say I probably would not have because I'm really stubborn, but I would like to think that I would have. I would like to think that I would have learned from my mistakes, but I didn't have health insurance until probably 2010. So I did all kinds of damage to my arm and I never went to the doctor.
No, I don't think we use any kind of massage oil or rollers. What are your thoughts on Trubin? Why has he been getting spanked lately?
Trubin is a bad dude. I think he's focused too much on mass and size. When right now he's going back to 275, which I think is going to be a great weight for him. I think he's going to be more mobile. I think he's going to have better endurance. I think his strength is going to be very close to what it was when he was heavier, and I think he's going to start having some better performances. I can't announce my next opponent yet.
Yeah, and no.
Oh, why didn't I join the bottom 8? That's funny. I don't like you.
I don't play Xbox. I play PlayStation. By the way.
Yeah.
So.
Matt Mass versus me right now. My thoughts. I obviously think I can beat anybody, but no, Matt Mass is a bad dude.
What's the best exercise for wrist and arm?
There's a ton of different theories on that. All I do is my wrist rollers and cupping with the 3-inch Raptor handle. Matt versus Todd Hutchins. I gave those in our 502 predictions. I think that if Todd stops the match at all, it's Matt. But like Todd Hutchins said, Matt Mask, if you were to design someone who would be the perfect person to beat him, it would be Matt Mask. Good God. My hand, it's so numb.
Painful, babe.
Devin, new training method is totally different than yours. I think he should go do exactly what I would do. Yeah, if I could stop Levin, it'd be a great match. But not Devin's training methods. He does a lot of different stuff. He used to train very similar to how I trained. Back in like 2010, 11, he was doing a lot of circuit stuff.
Sorry, guys. How did Scott Mendelssohn feel compared to the elite level guys? All right.
Scott Mendelssohn's actually really strong. It's just if you try to do a King's move against me and I'm explosive, like I try to go fast, you can actually stop me. And that's what he ended up doing, was a version of a King's move. If I just go back pressure with hand control, it's very easy to beat somebody like that. Yeah, so it's hard for me to gauge where his actual level was. I mean, I go by watching what other people have done to him, but he felt strong to me.
So someone was asking what the supplements are behind Michael. That's actually my protein shake. Yes. How can beat Levin, but remember he's on 17.3 HGH a day? I
don't know how much. I mean, I don't know where you get that number.
I don't know where you got that number.
He's a bad dude either way.
He is a bad dude. So someone was asking, how much do you think that supplements actually help the Eastern Bloc Europeans?
I mean, I don't think it changes the top. I think the top guys will be the top guys regardless. I just think it takes everything to a different level,
Michael is leaning over the sink because I'm going to show you again. His arm is actually in an ice bath. Underneath his arm is another like solid ice pack thing, and this is part of his recovery for him, right? I don't speak German.
I don't recommend this.
I wish I did. He has to keep it in there. It's actually, I'll show you again. It's sunk in up to his tricep. And with that, it's helping him to heal and recover, guys. By the way, if you are just logging on, be sure that you have hit subscribe and click that bell for notifications to know when we are going live. And share this to your feed, guys. If you really want this channel to grow, if you want to get good content to continue, 1 second.
They will be announcing my next match end of this week, I believe.
Yeah, if you want the good content to continue to roll out, we need it to continue to grow. Love what it's doing. Smash the thumbs up, people. Absolutely. You guys been making good videos lately and live streams, right? And I was asking everybody, y'all, the editing is me. I'm having to learn it on the fly, but I think I'm getting better.
Dave Shakespeare here, Jerry Caderet. Jerry's never beaten Dave. Dave's always beaten him pretty easy. The only chance I think Jerry has against Dave would be to do a. He's got a very weird over-rotated top roll that gives him trouble.
Michael, over the sink Todd. I think I'm going to upload a thumbnail for this picture.
That's hilarious.
Or for this video. That's really good. Michael, look at me. Smile, okay? Yeah, that's going to be what I actually take.
Oh,
I'm going to go back and find that for a new thumbnail. You should try Half Thor's technique of switching between really hot and really cold. Okay, so what he does after this, you want to tell him?
No, you talk.
Oh, he's hurting, guys. think he's
We have
only got
2.5 minutes left.
2.5 minutes left. Okay, so when he's done, he actually takes his arm out, he dries it off, and then he takes this pain relief cream. I'm sorry, I know y'all are seeing it in reverse. And rubs it on his arm, so it is like a heating, and then he wraps it tightly in a towel. If you will do this after an arm wrestling practice, or if you're not an arm wrestler, because not all of us are, okay? If you're not an arm wrestler, after you work out, after you're sore, do the ice bath to whatever is sore. God forbid it be your whole body. I don't know what you're going to do. That stuff's going to be horrible.
Hold the cream up to the screen.
Okay.
It's isogenics. It's very good
Pain
stuff.
relief cream.
You can go to monstermichaeltodd.isogenics.com and check out that. There's a lot of different
I'll put
supplements.
the link in the description after it's uploaded, baby. Can Michael's current form beat Devin in 2011 on Arm Wars?
Without a doubt.
The monster must be in some kind of pain. Yes, he is in a lot of pain. But his arm's been in there now, guys, for...
It's not even my arm, my fingertips, because I
13
let
and a
my
half
hand go
minutes.
underneath, and my hand is like, it's horrible. It's like I got frostbite or something in my hand.
Can you look at us so we can see your face?
It's horrible.
Okay, so how many eggs get stuck in your beard in the morning, man?
Why-
You said it's a
what?
nightmare for me.
Yeah, I don't eat any eggs hardly.
This person here says, hey, I did the workout you did the other day with your friend. I did it yesterday, and bro, my arms are dead today. Ice bath.
Ice bath.
Ice bath.
Ice bath.
Okay, it'll work out
I did
for
arms
you.
today too, and that's why I'm doing ice bath.
Have you been to Scott Mendelssohn's gym in Los Angeles?
Never
yet?
got
No,
to go.
we haven't been.
Been invited, I just hadn't been able to make it out there yet.
Haven't been.
Oh, God.
How much rest do you take prior to a scheduled match?
1 week. I
1
don't
week.
do
Josh
shit
Gross
a week
says
out.
that.
If I'm training
Love
clients, I
you
spot them
guys.
left
Quit
handed.
arm wrestling a few days ago. Hit a huge plateau and stopped enjoying it for some reason. I wish I had the motivation I had
Hey, Ryan.
when I started.
will you bring my
Oh, bring
towel?
it back. Bring it back. When I started, you
Throw
guys
it
are
on
the
the
best.
chair.
Keep it up. Oh, stove. Okay, let me tell you what.
Oh,
Oops. Let me tell you what.
hang on, guys.
Hang on. Sorry, we just had something yanked out here.
Here you go.
Let me tell you a little bit about hitting the plateaus and just losing the love of it. Okay, so I've been going back and forth in arm wrestling since 2012. All right, that's when I actually was pulled in by this guy to a tournament that I just went there to actually help. And let me raise it up so we can see the monster now. So I was actually just there to help out. He pulled me into the tournament. He's like, I make you champion. Well, the worst thing I could have ever done
I
was
said it in
win.
a Russian voice too.
The worst thing I could have ever done was win, and I did win. And from there on, he had the passion for me to become a
Well, Ryan
championship
did
arm
too. I
wrestler.
mean, Ryan.
And my
I
son
mean,
did too.
he thought that
So,
she would be
I
at
tried.
least a master 60-kilo world champ. Go ahead.
Okay, and I could have been, but so nationals. I did win several national titles, but guys,
7.
Okay, so I won 7. So I did train, but I never loved it. I never had the passion for it. Don't get me wrong, I love arm wrestling, but I just don't love to arm wrestle. Okay, see, there's a big difference. You gotta love it. You just have to love it. And if you love it, work through the plateau. You'll get it, okay? You'll figure it out. Thanks, Fire Drake. Excellent. Yes. So, very excited to have you all on here again. The numbers just keep going up there. Give me some thumbs up, guys. Let me know that you're enjoying watching these live feeds, that you're enjoying the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure that you do. Hi, Monster. I'm from France. I watch all the videos on YouTube, and I am your method. Love your method of
We
training.
had a
That
great
is
time in
Steve.
France. That was awesome.
Hello, Michael. You're a nice guy from
Appreciate it.
Darren Pond. Like the thumbs ups. Yeah, we love the thumbs ups. But actually hit the thumbs up in the comments. Absolutely. Keep them coming. Any chance of you pulling 11? Listen.
And if I get
we
through this
would
season,
love that.
win a third hammer, I'm challenging whoever wins the top 8 for the overall number one in the
Totally.
world.
Thanks, guys, for all those comments. And don't forget, share the feed. So the questions are
Wrap me up.
great, guys, but you haven't came across with yet.
Somebody wrap me
What do you want me to discuss? What do you want us to film for future videos? We've already got so many topics in our minds, and actually those that are waiting to go through revisions and be uploaded, but we're always looking for more ideas. Where do you guys think Marcio ranks right now? Seems like he's been struggling in all his recent matches.
Marcio just won the Arnold Classic. So recent matches, he kicked ass. I just think he had a hard season last year. You know, Matt Mass, me, then Todd Hutchins. But yeah, Marcio is a legend. I mean, 5-time WAF champion. He's basically won everything, beat everybody. at some
Hey,
point or another.
Aaron, you spend money. Don't spend too much, dude. Okay, so He was a beast at the Arnold's. Yes, he was. He looked fantastic. So tell him the story, baby, about what was kind of like the gatekeeper for you getting into realizing that you had arrived.
So when I realized that I was, I had, basically become a top guy was in 2006. 2005, I pulled Marcel Barboza at like Riverboat Days or something in Indiana, somewhere, some casino. And can't think of the name of it. But yeah, so we had a good match. Outside, top roll, bam, bam, bam. He ends up beating me. I'm like, shit, dude, I think I'm close. So I took $1,000 super match with him at the Black Bear Saloon held by Pete Milano in February 2016. And Christian Benny, because Marshall was like 255, and Christian was like, man, has he ever been so pretty? Look how strong he is. And I came in at 250, beating the first match, beating the second match, third match he fouled out, and it's $1,000. And he was upset about the foul, so I said, come on back up here, let's do it again. And he actually pinned me that match. Then fourth match, I ended up beating him. So I won 3-1 against Marcel Barboza, and no one, and this is a 255-pound strongest Barboza people had ever seen. Do not be weird, but how did you guys meet each other?
We'll talk about that on later time.
So,
actually, you can see it. If you'll go into our playlist, Michael and Rebecca, it's in there. Okay, it was actually put up on WAC, PAL.
Oh, well, yeah, it was. Yeah.
It's in a video.
Oh,
You can
cool.
check it out.
So beating Marcio February 2006 let me know that, I was I deserved to be, I was definitely one of the top in North America by far. Right, so that was a match. So Marcio was always like that gatekeeper. If you could beat Marcel Barboza, then you were a bad dude. So yeah, Marcio's awesome.
Here's a good question. Keeps coming up. I've seen it twice now.
Right.
Can the current Devin beat the 2011 Devin?
Man, that's a Devin question. Because I think the 2011 Devin was a strong guy. And I got out arm wrestled in 2011. In my opinion, if you could have duct taped my hand to Devin's hand in 2011, I'd have beat him 100-0. It's just his ability to walk out of that strap that got me. So what was that?
Sorry, guys. I'm actually scrolling.
What's
through
that
it.
yellow one?
We've already answered that.
Oh,
Since
cool.
your arm has limited mobility with King's Move, how can anybody even pin you?
Okay,
Well, they do.
Well, let me tell you how that
They
works.
have.
Okay, did somebody say something about surgery? No, I've never had surgery. What did it say?
Not on his right arm. He's had surgery on his left arm.
Also when you retire, when you get surgery on it.
Oh.
The only surgery they could do is a elbow replacement, and they told me I wouldn't be able to lift over 20 pounds. So that's never in my future. So yes, I have limited range of motion. It goes to bone, right? But I'm not stopping you on my
We love
bone.
Brazil.
Because as soon as you get me to the farthest my arm will straighten, I have to let up. So that was wife's probably a nice lady, but
She's an actress, guys.
She's an actress. She's all right. So my arm, if you get it to the straightest point, I have to let up, or it would break, because it's like I'm in an arm bar. It's just, and like Devin discussed it on the video as well. What happens is your body creates a protective. Your body has a protective nature. It wants to keep you from re-injuring a certain area. So either my tendons or my ligaments or the muscles have got a very strong holding spot just prior to the arm getting to its fullest extension. Because you see me get pinned, and I get pinned because they straighten it all the way out to the bone, and I have to let up. I gotta let my arm go. Otherwise.
Are the arm wrestling crowds paid actors? Okay, we don't know any of that for a fact.
We've heard rumor. We don't know anything to be true.
Heard rumor. I know that there are some arm wrestling fans there because I recognize them, but there may be some that are put in there. Okay, and I'll tell you why right now.
The difference. So go ahead.
Okay, arm wrestling fans, generally family and friends, they scream for their family member, their, whatever. They don't just scream for matches where they may not have an emotional investment. Well, because it is being cast on BR Live, it's being live streamed, and they're wanting to, like we do, we want to pick up people watching our show, right? They want to catch an audience. And so the best way to do that is with audience involvement. If people can look at it and say, oh, well, that looks like there's something to be invested in. Well, those paid actors, if that is in fact what they are, that's what they're doing. They're making it look like something they would want to be invested in, all right?
Well, I missed the one question I was going to answer. I got to answer the pronation.
Can Rebecca beat Jody Larrett? No.
Probably not. No. There might have been a version of Rebecca that could have, but
Not this version.
Jody is very technical and strong, and
So just before you get onto that, I'm going to tell you, when he says the version of me, My version right now, since about last November, has not been the best version of me. My desire to work out went like that. My desire
We may start doing a Rebecca transformation where I get to train her again. That's actually how we met.
Yeah.
But if you go watch that, so she used to. I mean, she'd do whatever I told her to. She'd work out hard. Now that we're all in love and all that great stuff. Yes, you did.
I don't remember
when you
that.
first started coming, you did whatever I told you to do. See, now she's lying. Ask Ryan, he'll tell you. But yeah, now she doesn't. She just cusses at me all the time. But yeah, so what's the difference between the Russians and the United States and Canadians? It's their job. In Eastern Bloc countries, it's their job to arm wrestle, right? So there's a different perspective. If we didn't have to work and all we had to do was train for arm wrestling, obviously, performance enhancements or not, if you could train and do this full time, your level is going to be higher. What was the other question?
Oh, and no possible way of anything like this ended in divorce. By the way, the person that just said that, there's only one way out of this situation.
Yeah. Okay, what I do for pronation, you don't see it in my circuits, it's my rope pulling machine. I just sit there and I pull this way. So I grab the rope, boom, grab the rope, boom.
Well,
so
the video that you just put up.
When I just put up about me and Devin, I literally just
Last
do
night,
that every day. Because basically the way I looked at it was, Buddy Onchescu, when you beat my idol, Jan Chesky, yeah, I was not the favorite. I was even Devin Larrett and Ron Batt, they all thought I was going to lose that match. But I came out on top, 6-0. So,
what you thought on John Brzezinski saying the King's move is laughable?
John wants to do the King's move, don't let him lie to you. So what was I talking about?
Okay, anybody, where was he leaving off? Tried canned chicken and mac and cheese the other day. It was fantastic.
Dude, I did one better. My grandson did not eat his chicken nuggets.
Michael, you can't be telling people to transform their bodies with that crap.
Dude, I've already gotten kind of lean, so I can do it. So
he's got all his abs, folks.
I threw the chicken nuggets in my mac and cheese. Actually, when I was making the
can.
canned chicken in the skillet, I threw the chicken nuggets on it, and it was amazing. I still don't know what I was talking about a while ago. I was gonna give it a hell of a story too. Oh, pronation. I was talking about pronation. Kings. Oh, here we go.
No.
So my opinion is, if a carpenter does this all day, he's gonna be strong at that hammering, right?
You need to get more inside the screen if you want to
Hammering.
see what you're talking about.
And a mechanic does this all day, he's gonna be strong at doing that. So
There's a mechanic
if an
over
arm
there.
wrestler needs to do this, he needs to do that as often as he possibly can, right? So I rope pull every day. So I grab the rope and I pull just like that. So that's where my pronation comes from. Grabbing that rope, squeezing down here, pulling my fingertips to the elbow, and pronating out my thumb.
Here we go. This is a question I saw earlier. It's not spam. Okay, I understand you having to repeat it. Hey, got a question for you guys. I train with some arm wrestling, doing fine when I train, but as soon as I do a real match, my elbow is starting to hurt at the tip. Much love from Sweden. Woo! We love some Sweden.
So the beginning pain of arm wrestling is like right there. And it's
got to get that water in to combat the sodium. Go
what
ahead.
is it? Medial epicondylitis or something like that.
I don't even care.
So they're like, oh, tennis elbows. And that's some shit. People who don't arm wrestle don't understand elbow pain. They're like, oh, I've got this pain. I'm like, that's not even pain. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Arm wrestling pain is the most pain you ever gonna experience in your life. So my recommendation, golfer's elbow. Hey, you're a doctor, yeah, but arm wrestling's elbow is way worse. But no, it's just that the inflammation that happens here. What I've always recommended, ice baths like this, rubbing it down a lot, ibuprofen. I used to take, prescription, like, what is it, naproxen or whatever. I used to do that when I was a kid. But the best thing that worked for me, they don't have it anymore, was like Ultra Mega 2 vitamins and amino acids. I started doing that back in 1992, and my elbow healed up. So I'm sure it's in all the supplements I'm taking, in my pre-workout or glutamine or whatever it is. But just find the right, taking glucosamine and chondroitin and all that stuff. I do a joint formula from Isogenics. But you just want to try to rehab those joints and keep them healthy. I kind of believe tendons and ligaments are kind of like steel. You temper the steel in it. You heat it up, cool it off, heal it up, and it gets stronger. Same thing with arm wrestling. I think the more you pull, you do micro tears and little small things, and then it heals back stronger. That's just always been my belief. I'm not a doctor, I have no idea. But you're just going to have pain as an arm wrestler.
Michael takes fish oil too.
Yeah.
Someone said that Devin chugs fish oil for it. How long did it take you to grow that beard? And someone, by the way, said shave the
it, yeah,
beard.
they're crazy.
That is mine.
Okay, so
if he shaves the beard, he might be up on the market.
I had a pretty beastly beard April 2017, probably this area right around here. And I was called out to come to Vegas to be a commentator for that NFL pro football player thing.
That's right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they paid me a pretty good chunk of change for it, right? So I went out there, I shaved the beard. And I got out there and they had like redid the script and I no longer had that position, so I was like an assistant coach, so I shaved my beard for nothing. So last time I shaved was April 2017, so just over
Yeah, and
25 months.
someone was suggesting CBD oil for Michael. Michael has tried so many different brands of CBD oil, and none of them have done a thing for him whatsoever.
Unfortunately, CBD oil has not worked for me. I've drank it, I've done everything.
That's raunchy.
I've rubbed it all over. What is it?
Don't read that out loud. Do some beard braids. Where did you get your arm wrestling tables? Ah, good question.
Okay, so I got a table out there that's now a WL table because it's been refurbished numerous times. That was a Roy Clover, a good friend of mine. I don't know if Tyler Clover will ever be on here. Roy Clover is a good friend of mine.
Arkansas Power, yes.
I got that table from him in 1992. So that table is older than probably some of y'all on this live feed. It was a red with blue pads, I think is how it originally started. And it didn't break down or anything. It was crazy. So over the years, I've cut the metal. Okay, I didn't. I had somebody cut the metal and put new pipes and changed it around. And then I refurbished it, and then I've put different stickers on it. So that's my first table. I've got another table out here that is Frank Hurst made. It's a Monster Michael Todd table. It's actually pretty cool. And yellow used to be my favorite color because I'm a yellow vet and always had that. So I had it done in yellow. Now I like green a lot. So I've got a Combat Arm Sports table that's got a green top, Todd Solar transformation on it. And then we have the half table Todd Solar transformation on as well from Combat Arm Sports as well. Do I ever do weighted chin-ups and dips? Used to. I don't do much. I just got a lot of injuries, man. And last time I hurt the outside of my elbow, I was doing fat grip pull-ups, just body weight. And I felt a twinge. I'm like, well, shit, I'm not doing that anymore. So I still do, country crush, spinning handle, lat pull downs, all that stuff. But yeah, so I used to do a lot of weighted dips and pull-ups. Not even so much. I mean, dips. I did a lot of dips. Richard Luckey's probably the baddest weighted dip person I've ever heard of. I think at like 296 pounds.
Oh, someone was asking earlier if you'd ever pulled Richard Luckey's. Actually, yes.
I'm not a no against Richard, but he's still a bad dude. That's one of the few guys I looked up to in the sport. WL Monster T-shirt. Does WL
Thank you
sell
so
them?
much.
I don't know if they sell the Monster. I mean, you might could ask. I don't know. WALunderground.com, but I think I should get like a percentage of that.
Hey guys, what is your target weight for your next match?
Okay,
Michael?
so I started out this year at 286. I got all the way down to like 252. I was 257 this morning. So what I'm trying to do is I'm 6 weeks and 2 days out. So what's that, 44 days? So I'm increasing my calories quite a bit. I'm still doing cardio every morning because I want to be fit, right? But I'm trying to get maybe 8 to 10 pounds more muscle fullness in my just so put me at 265 strip in the morning. But I want to show up in my next match the most fit I've ever looked, right? The most fit I've ever looked, the strongest I've ever been. I want to be a little intimidating looking. Okay, so for Monster T-shirts, we actually have a video that I was going to redo. It was for back from Christmas because we launched the King's Move T-shirts and they say Monster Michael Todd across it. It's got me right before I beat Dad with the WL pose or me with WL shirt on. So we got to figure out how to ship those. We had them listed, but we don't know the shipping because a lot of you guys are overseas. I could get a flat rate shipping in the States, but I have no idea how to ship overseas. So we got to figure that out because I know we're eventually going to be able to sell that stuff on here too.
Over the Top Bull versus Michael.
In 1993, I actually beat Rick Zumwalt. Texas tournament, Houston, Texas. I think it's Brenham State Fair, maybe. Texas State Fair, Brenham, Texas. 1993. Me and Woody beat him that
What
day.
kind of music do you like?
Okay, so 80s, Motley Crue. I highly recommend Watch the Dirt, though. It's awesome. But
Michael doesn't need to airbrush veins. They're there.
Airbrush Veins, oh, that's funny. Yeah, so...
you guys will soon know.
Yeah, they'll be announcing it really, really soon.
Yeah, toughest match.
You know, any 80s rock, and then, like, I guess when I work out, was that Skillet? Mm-hmm. So some heavy metal Skillet stuff. I like working out. I like something that, fires me up. But, dude, man, some 80s rap. What you talking about? 80s rap was the bomb.
Michael's not on the card for the June 8th in New York.
June
Someone's
8th?
asking.
There's not a June. Oh, I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
Yeah.
But guys, so someone was asking also about Hermes. Do you think that he's strong?
Gasparini?
He's injured.
He's injured.
But he's coming back from it. Yeah.
Gasparini impressed me at Zloty in 2016 when he busted Trubin's hand back. You know, that was very impressive. So he's a very strong man. He got much stronger wrist than what I gave him credit for. And he was a bigger version. He put on like 15 kilos when I pulled him. What do you got?
I want to read. Do you feel like you can arm wrestle the biggest stage without the King's move? But this one, do you think there could yet be discovered a move or strategy against the King's move? Absolutely.
Well, yeah,
it's evolving.
Arm wrestling is always going to evolve. You know, John and Ryan were talking about on their thing. You know, how to attack it, how to do this, how to do that. If you have a King's move and you have a strong clamped hand, it's very difficult to beat. It's very difficult to beat that version of the King's move unless you came in with a very, very hard press.
Oh.
She would definitely not grow a beard. I don't understand that one.
Does finger size matter in arm wrestling?
Yeah, I used to love rock climbing. I got a cool video of me
What does that have to do
bouldering.
with finger size, though?
I don't know, that's a different one. I had a cool video of me bouldering, probably a 12, 14 foot bouldering wall. It looked pretty good.
That's what you bet, Cameron?
You have the best endurance in the heavyweight
You will
division.
find out
I
soon.
agree. Tell them all. That's what I think.
Tell them more. That's what John said. Got to figure. Who do you think is the most underrated or next top competitor moving up in the ranks?
Man.
While he's thinking on that, guys, I see that there's 136 of you watching this right now. Be sure you've hit subscribe and you've clicked that bell for notifications, and give me a like. Give me a thumbs up and a comment real quick to let me know that you like what you're seeing. Go ahead, man.
Are we talking about the United States or the world?
Let's talk about worldwide. That's what we're into, worldwide arm wrestling.
I don't know. I bet there's people out there that are just ridiculous that I don't know who they are, you know.
Well, I will tell you what, until Levin pulled Tim, it was Levin.
No, it wasn't.
He was the most underrated among people here in North America. They were
which was ridiculous.
Levin's nothing.
Because that's because these people don't know how
The
strong Trubin
Europeans
is.
knew.
They don't know how strong Trubin is, and he ran through Trubin, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Monster hook up with
Gigi. Yeah,
Lafou.
I mean, I talked to Devin the other day, and you know they were up there for the bottom 8, and I gave them my number, so they're supposed to get in touch with me. I hear they're just, you
And we
know,
know
they
who you're
need a
talking
break
about.
because he's just been so busy.
Yeah, he's wanting to know, they're wanting to know if they think that he'll be inducted into the WAL. Listen, the WAL is always looking for new talent, and they're looking for it actually at these local events.
Yeah, the WL local events.
Local events are being live streamed on BR Live now as well, and they're watching, and they're not just watching for strong pullers. We get these messages all the time. So and so won this match. They need to be asked to come to WAL. They're also looking for personality. They want people that a fan base will follow. And if it's just somebody that goes up there and just smashes, walks away from the table, and you don't really feel any excitement from them, they can't share in that. You know, they need to be able to share life experience. They need to be able to picture themselves in that person's life. You know what I'm saying? Next local event is May 18th around Tulsa, Oklahoma.
I've actually considered going to that one for that badass hammer, timber looking hammer thing. I can't pull right because they don't let me pull in the local events right, but I could come pull left.
Would you have really punched Okay, guys. You asked if he would really have punched Travis. I would have. You don't understand. I've got another video. Michael pointed it out to me today. It's actually on the YouTube. I can't remember what the name of it is.
Can I show it to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if you can find it. Michael's gonna see if you can find it.
Yeah.
And let you guys see exactly how
Now you tell me if this looks like-
disgusting. People talk about Michael having elbowed fouled. I'm just saying, if you weren't standing table side, you don't get that those pads that they use for the Super Match Series compress almost completely flat. So Michael's forearm can be on the table and this part of his elbow can still be pinched on top of the damn pad, not brace against it. Some idiot was talking about a bolt. There's no freaking bolt for Michael to post his arm against. That's absolutely ridiculous.
All right,
but
I'm
when
about to
you
show
see,
y'all.
just 1 minute.
All right.
When you got to turn the sound off
Hang
because you
on.
can't have that music on there. When you see how disgusting this foul is that Travis did and how flagrant it was, you will see he was definitely in it to cause Michael harm. Yes, Michael would have really hit him. Yes, I would have came off on his head. Done
That wouldn't have happened.
some major
But,
freaking damage.
Yeah, it was bad. I'm going to show you. Okay, so
I'm all worked up. I'm angry about it now.
A lot of people were, you know, on Travis, you know, Travis this, Travis that, and they thought that I overreacted. I'm gonna let you guys watch this. You tell me if I overreacted, okay?
Turn it to it and see.
I'm
if
going
they-
to. Okay.
Can they see it?
Okay, you guys watch right here.
Here's a glare. Tip it just a little.
I'm trying, honey.
Do you see that?
Oh,
now
it's
wait,
slow-mo.
it's gonna slow-mo it.
It's gonna slow-mo it. Watch this. Elbows up, a foot.
A foot off the pad. Now watch
Elbows
it come
a foot,
at
a
Michael.
foot over, shoving my arm backwards.
It's over
that
Michael's
was an arm
pad.
break position. He just shoved my arm in with his elbow a foot in the air. A foot in the air.
So yeah.
Pushing my arm back this way on over my pad. And
then
yeah.
people were disrespecting Michael, saying that Michael acted like a roid head or something stupid because he reacted when someone tried to cause him harm that could have ended his career. I think it was actually
that would have definitely went south. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and the thing is, I don't dislike Travis. I just
What if he intended to have you make an elbow foul?
well, it didn't.
No.
I mean, who gives a
That's
shit
not
if he
what
intended it? His
Yeah.
elbow came up literally over a foot.
This high
I mean,
and over to
We're
Michael,
gonna do.
just like this.
We may put a small little video and just post like a minute long. That needs to be out there. Yeah. But yeah. So, like I said, I don't necessarily dislike Travis. I just there was a lot of hype going in that match.
Absolutely, it could have broke Michael's arm.
Very badly. I mean, it was you
Yeah.
shoved my arm this way. I mean, my elbow is on a pad, down pressured on a pad, and then you shove it backwards past my shoulder with your elbow literally here in the air, shoving my arm.
Someone says I'm creepy. I may get a little
The wife is creepy.
zealous.
Oh, that makes me want to punch people in the mouth.
No.
You know, just saying.
Maybe I am a little dangerous.
I understand.
Yeah.
I'm just extremely protective over this one. So, after watching it weeks ago, yeah, horrible.
It's
Horrible.
absolutely awful. People usually make quick negative comments without truly knowing what happens in a situation. Have you ever arm wrestled in
I
Oregon?
won the North American Championships in 2000 in Bend, Oregon, right and left hand 198.
Who has the strongest opponent? Who was the strongest opponent?
Andre Pushkar 2017, by far the strongest man ever arm wrestled.
We actually gave our thoughts on bottom 8 in our last video, our last live feed, wasn't it? Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, our last live feed, we actually gave our thoughts
Yeah,
there.
the other angle is one we had previously showed. That angle is the worst I've ever seen. I was like, holy crap, I forgot we had it.
Oh, we gave our thoughts. Look for our thoughts on the bottom 8 in our 502 predictions. It's actually at the beginning. How tall are you, Michael?
6'3".
How did it feel to pull Dennis?
When I beat him in 2011 on that Friday, I could have beat that dude 100 times that day. But the next day, that night, I actually went home and watched how he was jamming on my arm and how hard he was hitting me. I got a little scared. So the next day, I don't arm wrestle 2 days in a row very well because of all my injuries. So the next day, he came back and he was able to beat me. But I knew at that point, you know, it was going to be a very competitive match anytime I pulled him. But the 2016 match, I didn't know until 2 weeks before that we were actually going to have the match, like it's actually going to happen. And and I'd seen all those heavy curls he was doing, so it got me a little intimidated. After they said the first ready go, I knew I was in the match, and it felt great. I would love to pull a healthy Dennis. You know, anytime Dennis gets back to his previous form, I would love to have that match.
Can 2015 Pushkar beat 2018 Dennis? How about
2017
17 Pushkar?
would have beat
Yeah.
anybody in the world, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know.
Hi from future Texan,
Oh,
Robin Chandler. Hey,
there you
girl.
go. Supposed to be a
Nice
future
see
Arkansan,
you.
but she ran off to Texas. I don't know
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
about.
absolutely. Hey guys, so I have several people on here asking how Michael and I met. That is actually in a video in our Michael and Rebecca playlist. But
Thank you very much.
tell me right here with your comments or throw me thumbs up. We're at 50 right now. Throw me a thumbs up if you would like a video about us.
Of how she got so lucky.
You got lucky. Just let me know if y'all would like to know. See, I just saw one. One is the only one that would like a video about us.
That's it. One person. They're like, yeah.
2, that's it. Really? Well, I guess that may not be a topic we cover,
guess
baby.
not.
How many more years would you like to continue arm wrestling? Oh, there's 3. There's 3.
Do we get to count all those thumbs ups? Yeah, she's not gonna let me
Live
shave.
happy. No, absolutely not. If Travis intentionally hurt you, would that keep him from pulling at your level? Nah.
Would that? Yeah, because I'd have broke all this shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
But no, there wouldn't have been any
no,
repercussions.
no.
Other than he would have gotten his bones broken too. Did you get asked? Oh,
Michael's pre-work is literally just YouTube haters.
did you get asked to be in Game of Arms?
I was the first person they called on Game of Arms, as far as I was told. and then I wasn't able to at that point. What happened was they went to the Arnold Classic. I didn't go that year, and they met Woody. Woody ends up winning. Woody sells himself. He does great. Then he goes out a month later. I guess they get him out to California, and then Alan Fisher beats Woody. And then I think that's how Alan Fisher got started. And then it all just rolled from there. So I think at that time, some people planted some negative seeds in some people's ears, and I never got a call back.
Can you pin Bart Wood?
Why would I do that? He's a ref.
We like Bart.
Yeah, Bart's a good dude.
How much water do you drink
Minimum
in a
of
day?
a gallon a day. Minimum of a
Gallon.
gallon a day.
Are you really choking each other out in bed? just got it going off your video where you joked.
Oh, that one.
Which one?
You talking about brain cells?
Don't repeat that stuff. Okay.
Nick
You
Zena-
should get King's Move related tattoo that Devin can look at when you two go with it. How do you rate Nick Zena?
Nick Zena is a.
You're
bad
probably
dude.
referring to the video
There's
that you
two
just saw.
different. There's two different versions of Nick Zena. There's Nick Zena who, if there's a tournament close to him, he's going to just show up regardless if he's training or not. And then there's Nick Zena who is focused and ready to bust that ass. And Nick's a bad dude when he's focused. You know, you can never underestimate Nick. But let me tell you what, Chance Shaw impressed the shit out of me this past weekend. That was very impressive.
It was very impressive.
Yeah. We got about 5 more minutes. What's hell's there than Brittany?
Matt Mask or Toddzilla.
50-50, man.
We actually just gave our predictions in the 502 predictions. Check that out. Can you beat Chance Shaw?
I'm pretty good at arm wrestling, so I'm gonna say yeah.
Oh, going to work. Be safe going to work,
All right,
Giovanni.
be blessed, guys.
Okay, guys, I'm going to tell you just before we log it off here in just a couple of minutes, be sure you've hit that subscribe. I'm sorry I keep saying it, but you got to be subscribed. You got to click that bell for notifications to be notified when we're going live, okay? So that you can be on here mixing it up with
I watch other
us.
pros training styles. Yeah, I watch a lot of stuff.
Our arm wrestlers drug tested before they can compete in drug tested events like Worlds.
How
And-
far has Corey progressed since he's been training with me? Joel Cagle asked. Dude, training with me makes anyone a badass. But nah, I'm telling you.
Very impressive.
Very impressed with Corey's progression.
Yes.
Obviously, he feels better to me because he's pulling me regularly. So because he pulls me regularly, he's developing a style that pulls well against me. The biggest test, we're having a big practice May 19th at 2 p.m. So, and I think we're going to go live for that too, right?
Didn't you measure your wrist maybe the last
8
time?
3/4.
8 3/4, guys. Do you think we ever change your training method? We ever change your training method?
Not unless it stops working.
We love your videos of training. It's awesome to see a world-class athlete train.
I just recently started using a beard oil from the Art of Men's Cuts, the place we're doing a Beat the Champ promo at this Friday. But yeah, so big
We
practice.
would love to see
big,
Monster versus
I'd
Levin.
love to. Big practice, May 19th, our house. So Joe, if you want get the guys, come on out. But that one will be the biggest test for Corey to see where he's at. I'm gonna try to get him and James Smith to pull fresh. Right now, it's me, Bruce Jones, James Smith, Corey. I think Corey is progressing rapidly. Strong kid, works hard.
Kiss from Brazil.
I would love to see Sarah Backman come back. I'm not sure if she will, but I know
Sarah
she's trying.
Backman is living the good life.
She's got a
She's got a
farm.
farm with all kinds of sweet animals. Love her so much.
Yeah.
All right, please beat Devin one more time.
And I plan on beating that dude forever. What are you talking
But
about?
to be honest, Devin has to win his way back to him. You pulling Devin in July.
More serious, past or present, who would you want to pull and have a good convo with? Anyone in the world?
Anyone in the world, good combo.
I want Andre Pushkar back. I train legs. It says arm wrestlers train legs. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it releases testosterone. Why would there be a roach on my microwave? That's ridiculous.
What?
It says that a roach on your microwave.
No.
Favorite food, pizza by far. Pulled Tar Savakin 2006. I won 5-1. What will I do if the King's Move get banned?
Adjust.
Yeah, I mean that's all I'll do is
Do we have any pets? Guys, we have so many
Yeah,
pets.
we
Are
have
they?
we have 4 rescue bully breeds. We got a Maya, who's an American red-nosed pit. Ollie, who's our newest. He's 10 months old.
You want a treat? Come here.
And then we have
He's
Millie, who's a
sleeping
half
over there.
Staffy,
He's being so good.
half
Come here, baby.
half Staffordshire Terrier, half Pit Bull, and then Oreo, who's a half Pit, half Bulldog. She's American Bully.
You're scared. Oh,
Can I prevent someone from putting me in an armbar? I don't want to try it. I don't want to risk getting an arm hurt before a match. Do you think you're number one at your peak? I believe the very best version of me can beat the very best version of anyone who's ever lived. My opinion.
What match do you want the most?
Whoever's number one.
Yes. When is your birthday,
June
Michael?
12th. I'm very close. I'll be 46 very, very soon.
French Arm Wrestling King podcast. Hey,
Yeah.
greetings
Puerto
from
Rico.
Puerto
We
Rico.
had a great trip to Puerto
we had a
Rico in
great trip.
2013.
Have you ever gotten into a fight? Thank you, Live Happy.
A couple. Yeah, a couple fights. Not a long time. I probably haven't been in an altercation in over 20 years. I feel like Levin is like a bigger, badder version of Marcio. I feel like Levin's fucking the
Silverback
Incredible
gorilla.
Hulk or something.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, guys, that fellow is something altogether different. Okay.
Am I waking up sweaty in the middle of the night dreaming about Levin?
Okay,
I do wake up sweaty in the middle of the night.
Last story. Michael's told this before on one of our previous videos, but I'm gonna go ahead and let him tell you again. How did you get in arm wrestling? And with that, after he finishes the story, guys, we're going to be signing off. So if you haven't hit subscribe yet, go ahead and hit that. Be sure to share this to your feed and watch for new videos coming out. We've got a lot of great content.
Okay, so from Arkansas, went to this little school, Magnet Cove. Went to all, I think there's 50 some people in my graduating class. So I was in martial arts as a kid, but I always arm wrestled. Arm wrestled with my dad. And my dad would be sitting in a recliner, and I'd be a little kid, and I'd go put my arm up on arm wrestle, get my dad
12
arm
people
wrestle.
want the love story. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, okay, well 12, I think 12 enough. So I put my arm up on the little arm rest, my dad would just pull me and, play with me a little bit, and then started beating some kids in school, and I think I was 15 years old when I beat my dad. So on my senior year in high school, I could pretty much beat anybody in school. I went to English, driver's ed, and VOTEC. Now they wanted me to play football. I was like, yeah, I'll definitely play. I was like 6'3", 215 or something. And I was like, yeah, let's play. They're like, well, you have to go to school all day. I'm like, hell with that, I'm out. Because English driver's ed, I was leaving school by like 9:50. I'd drive to VOTEC, had to be there at like 10:15, and then I was out by 11:30. But I was in VOTEC, and there was this guy who they said, that's Ollie. He's our newest. What's up, Ollie?
Maybe.
All right, so he chews on everything. So the cafeteria tables, this guy's like, hey, this guy's second in the state. And this was wrist wrestling. It's before arm wrestling, right? So you lock hands in the middle. Favorite cheat meals pizza, without a doubt. So we grip up, and I beat this dude. And it was like, so he was just second in the state. I'm like, holy shit. I mean, man, there's a tournament coming up at the Saline County Fair. You should go. Lo and behold, she was actually at the Saline County Fair, 1990, and we didn't meet, which sucks because we should have met back then. But yeah, so I showed up Saline County Fair. I think I found out the weight class was 200. They gave 5 pounds for clothes, so I dropped 10 pounds, made weight, and I took third place. So that tournament right there is what hooked me. I went home. I had my buddy build me a table, which I built it to my height. I didn't know what the height was, so I built it. I was like, oh, this looks like the right height. Let's build that. I think I built like a 46-inch table or something. And started holding tournaments at the Boys Club in Malvern. Did that for a couple of years, for about a year. And then in 1992, someone told me about an arm wrestling. Actually, I'd already booked my flights to the national championships, August 29th, 1992, McLean, Virginia. So August 1st, I go to my first arm wrestling tournament, and it was BJ's Country in Bossier City. And my first match, guy top rolled me, Mark Maxey, smacked me. I said, what the hell was that? Because I didn't know what top roll was. And the same thing, Robert Redden beat this guy named James Anderson, who he'd been training 3 years to beat, and he put him on the B side of the bracket. I have no idea who this guy is. We're both on the B side. I get in there and I grind with this dude. Boom, we're in a hell of a hook. Ends up having an elbow foul. We get back in there again. Boom, hell of a hook. End up beating him. Well, he was a reigning USAA national champion or something. So my very first arm wrestling tournament, I wrist wrestled 2 years early and pulled some events that I held. Very first arm wrestling tournament, I beat a reigning national champion. So that was pretty cool. But four weeks later, I pulled 176s. I weighed in at 174 at the AAA Nationals in 1992, and I think I took 7th. Cobra won that year. But that was it. That's how I got started.
Well, there you go.
And do I think the 2018 Michael Todd or 19 Michael Todd would beat the 2004 Vovoda? Without a doubt. Wouldn't even be close. 3-0, 5-0, 6-0, 1,000 to 0. No problems.
All right, guys, you have been fantastic tonight. Thank you for all your questions. This has been fun. We absolutely love interacting with you. As always, continue to watch for more content. Leave us comments on our videos. Share our videos. Be sure you like, or be sure
Thanks,
you
Shane.
subscribe. Be sure you hit the bell for notifications. Okay. Looking forward to chatting with you some more. Feel free.
Someone just watched my match against Jerry from 10 months ago. What would I do differently?
Ah.
Not break my hand.
Not break his hand.
That
Round 2.
definitely impacted the outcome of that match drastically.
So, anyways, y'all, I have ADD and he's always wrecking me by talking over me. Thanks, guys. Had a good time.
See you guys. Take care.
See you soon.